There are a number of recommendations in the report, both local and national. The key issues that arise from the serious case review include the accountability of those running nurseries and the limits of the inspection regime. All the local recommendations in the report have been accepted by the Safeguarding Board and its constituent agencies, and all are being implemented. Nationally, from September, a new code of practice came into force linked to the Childcare Act. It gives local authorities the power to withdraw funding from providers who are not demonstrating the agreed commitment to quality improvement. However, we would like to see strengthened accountability frameworks for nurseries to ensure that those managing nursery settings are held responsible for ensuring they provide a safe environment for children. We would also like to see Ofsted strengthen the inspection of nurseries to ensure there is a culture in all nursery settings that maximises the safeguarding of children. In conclusion, this was a shocking and unprecedented case. The review shows that the responsibility for the abuse lies solely with Vanessa George. I've outlined the actions we have already taken and what we would like to see implemented nationally. I'll now open up to questions, and please could you give your name and organisation when asking a question.
Katie Sally, Sky News. Can I pick you up on a point in the summary here that criticises the weak governance framework at the nursery, no lines of accountability, and says it is likely to be a feature of other similar early years settings? So could this happen in another early years childcare environment elsewhere in the country? And secondly, this comment that you've just made about the Ofsted inspection framework for early years is not adequate for safeguarding children, so are children being put at risk?
The recommendations that are coming out from the review clearly say there should be changes in the Ofsted regulatory framework. That's one angle to it. There also, I think, that has come out from this review is the need for all people involved to be absolutely vigilant in terms of what can happen in the setting. If people are concerned about setting, they must be able to challenge and say this is not acceptable behaviour. And that's really, really important that safeguarding, the Safeguarding Board have the phrase that safeguarding is everybody's business, and it is everybody's business, and we need to be completely vigilant at all times.
And that there is a possibility that this could happen in other early years private nurseries?
I think it would be foolish for anyone to say that this could never happen again or anywhere else. What the board and the report has recommended is things that can actually minimise those risks. And we would hope both the local and especially the national recommendations will actually make that happen to minimise the risk.
John Kay from BBC News. Is it time for the nursery and for all the agencies responsible for monitoring it to apologise to the families involved with this?
I think the important thing is for the work that's gone on since the review to actually ensure that we can, as I said previously, minimise that risk. We have been in frequent contact with the parents of the nursery. We met with them, as I said, last night, and had a full discussion with them. It was very important they heard the findings of this review before anybody else, because they are the people who've been mostly affected by this. And so there was a really good exchange of views and discussions last night, and some very positive meetings with the parents.
But no apologies.
Could I comment? I think you might be interested that one of the very clear messages from parents to us is that, as far as they're concerned, the person responsible for this abuse is behind bars. And they are frustrated and angry that the inspection regime appeared to be much more of a tick box exercise than actually getting to the heart of what was the day-to-day management practice and the day-to-day climate in the nursery like. They're also as frustrated as we are, and why we're recommending today, that Ofsted in future ask local agencies for information. What do you know about this nursery? What is your judgment of it? Because it's very hard to understand from the parents' point of view why were Ofsted saying it was good when local authority early years advisors were concerned about the quality of the setting.